What happens when you drink coffee every day? The health effects of coffee are controversial. Or is it still the case today? In reality, whether drinking coffee daily is safe or not is no longer a gray area. Over the years, the scientific viewpoint of it has changed, evolved, and shifted. Presently, it's way better than in the past. And guess what? The overall view of coffee is more positive than bad. A good part of this is because coffee is high in antioxidants, and is thus linked to a reduced risk of many diseases, including brain and liver diseases. And we will be discussing closely on this and many more in a little while, so sit tight first. Later on, you will also know how much is the recommended coffee intake. Keep watching, alright? Number 1, it boosts your antioxidant levels. Antioxidants are incredibly important for the body. For starters, they reduce any potential harm caused by free radicals. Sure, lots of foods are rich in antioxidants these days, but you should know that you can also get a decent supply of antioxidants from your daily dose of coffee. In fact, the typical Western diet contains more antioxidants from coffee than from veggies and fruits combined. Number 2, it can protect you from brain disease. Shielding your brain against diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's is now easier than you think. And yes, you can do this by drinking coffee every day. Easy, yes? Interestingly, it isn't due to caffeine that gives this benefit. Instead, it's thanks to the presence of a compound called phenolindades. The amounts are greater when you roast the coffee beans. Either way, they protect the brain from toxic proteins that contribute to brain disease. Coffee drinkers have a 65% lesser risk of having Alzheimer's disease, while there's a 32 to 60% lesser risk for Parkinson's disease. Aside from the brain, sipping coffee every day also benefits your liver. And to how it does that, let's find out next. Number 3, it lowers your risk of having liver diseases. The liver is a major organ that's responsible for hundreds of different functions in the body. It also has a sensitivity to excess alcohol and fructose intake. A condition called cirrhosis happens when the liver is at the last stage of scarring. Drinking coffee regularly can drastically lower the risk of developing cirrhosis by up to 84%. The strongest effect is said to be felt by people who drink 4 or more cups every day. What's more, coffee lovers have up to 40% lower risk of liver cancer. Number 4, it puts you at a lesser risk for type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a common disease that plagues over 300 million people. It's characterized by increased blood sugar levels brought by the resistance to the effects of insulin. It's also a contributing factor to many serious problems like heart disease, stroke, and kidney diseases. Thankfully, consumption of coffee is strongly associated with reduced diabetes risk. The same can be said even for decaffeinated coffee. In addition to preventing diseases, the caffeine in coffee has positive effects on the brain. One of these is the improvement of your overall mood. How exactly though? Discover here. Number 5, it improves your overall mood. Adenosine and adenosine receptors contribute to getting addicted to coffee. But if there's one good thing that comes out of it, it's the possibility of positively affecting your mood. Drinking coffee gives you an energy boost by increasing dopamine and norepinephrine. As a result, it reduces tiredness while increasing alertness. Furthermore, people who drink coffee every day are less likely to be depressed. It's up to you to drink coffee or not for these benefits, but the facts still stand. Number 6, it enhances your memory retention. It turns out that drinking coffee daily isn't just helpful in avoiding serious diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, not to mention its cognitive-enhancing benefits. What others aren't aware of is that coffee, caffeine in particular, also strengthens memories. Nevertheless, more human studies are still needed to examine in detail the effects of coffee on memory retention. For now, evidence points to a specific effect of caffeine on humans, which is to reduce forgetting over 24 hours. Number 7, it boosts your athletic performance. Are you an athlete and a coffee lover too? Well, you've likely experienced firsthand the benefits of coffee. If not, then hear us out. The all-natural caffeine in coffee has been linked with improved physical performance, specifically when doing aerobic or endurance exercises. To boost your athletic performance, the recommended caffeine amount is 2 to 6 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of your body weight. That's about 1 to 4 cups of regular brewed coffee for a 150-pounder. Both long and short-term workouts have benefited from caffeine. The stimulant also reacts with brain receptors to switch off the part that recognizes adenosine, a chemical that causes tiredness. Following that logic, it's no surprise how drinking coffee every day helps you become a better athlete. Number 8, it helps you lose weight. A huge chunk of the worldwide population today is hell-bent on losing weight. If you're one of those people, then sipping a cup of coffee or two, or more, every day might help drop that excess weight. Coffee helps you lose weight by helping boost metabolic rate and burn fatty acids in the bloodstream. Also, as we've mentioned previously, it improves your physical performance in aerobics. Of course, coffee isn't a magic solution to your weight problem, especially since some other factors also have a greater impact on your health and weight. Drinking coffee should just be an addition to your other healthy habits that promote weight loss. Before we continue, a like would be great. Number 9, it helps prolong your life. Many of us want to live a long, healthy life, which is why we are so focused on living and eating healthily. The good news is that if you're used to having coffee every day, then it may help you live longer. Well, at least for a while. According to studies, coffee drinkers aged 50 and above had a reduced risk of premature death compared to non-coffee drinkers. Instead, there are many health benefits of drinking a cup of joe every day. However, in some cases, it can also affect you negatively. From here on out, let's talk about the not-so-good side of drinking coffee every day, such as raising your bad cholesterol. More on that here. Number 10, it may raise your cholesterol levels. Do you have some cholesterol concerns? If yes, then you may want to check on how your coffee is brewed. Espresso or coffee made using a French press or percolator has significantly higher amounts of cafestol than if it's paper filtered or instant. The increased amount of cafestol causes the body's LDL or bad cholesterol to surge. Thus, your coffee has to be brewed in a certain way that filters out the cholesterol-increasing oils called terpenes in coffees. Number 11, it makes you addicted to caffeine. Coffee lovers say that there's nothing more magical than having that first cup of joe in the morning. Sounds very tempting, eh? Well, you should know that if you make it a habit to drink coffee every day, then you're bound to get addicted to coffee. This could very likely mean having low energy levels if you don't have coffee. Add to that the other withdrawal symptoms like exhaustion. Number 12, it can make you feel restless. If you're feeling jittery, anxious, agitated, or just having an all-out panic attack, then that's likely the side effect of drinking coffee every day. This is especially true for people who have pre-existing psychological issues, since having too much caffeine can exacerbate psychosis. How much coffee should you drink? According to studies, the optimal amount of coffee per day is up to 400 milligrams. That's around 4 cups, or equivalent to 2 energy drinks and 10 cans of cola. This much of coffee intake is linked to greater health benefits. Of course, we aren't saying that you must drink coffee to enjoy those perks, especially not if you're caffeine sensitive or just not like this drink, or have certain medical conditions. Going beyond the recommended intake can lead to side effects. This is especially the case if you're also drinking other things like soda and energy drinks on top of your daily dose of coffee. Doing so can result in caffeine overconsumption and dependency, which can have major negative effects. Taking those into account, here are some signs that you're drinking way too much coffee. When you have or feel a nagging headache, a racing heart, difficulty sleeping, grumpy, anxious, hungry. Have you experienced any of those effects? Are you pro-coffee as well? If not, then have you had a change of heart after watching this video? Share your sentiments or questions below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. For more interesting facts on the human body, subscribe to the channel. Here are 2 more videos you should check out. Both of them will definitely help you reach your goals.